Academic Dean Dr. Satish Dharap sir and Dr. Lalita ma'am, Honorary Trustee and Honorary Secretary of TNMC Global Alumni Association, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed sir. It's also my delightful pleasure to welcome another distinguished alumnus from Nair, Dr. Vijay Patil, from the 1975 batch. He's a well-known gastroenterologist from Tennessee State, US. I also welcome all the respective heads of the departments of anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and community medicine, my senior and junior colleagues, and all the newly admitted students and their proud parents. On behalf of the Institute, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all, especially our newly admitted MBBS students, the batch of 2025, with open arms and open hearts. All the hard work that you have put in these last few years brings you here to this institute and in this hall. Your hearts must be filled with the joy of accomplishment and your eyes full of dreams. Your hard work doesn't end here. In fact, it begins. It changes shape, and it is what actually stands between you and your dream of becoming a successful doctor. न हो कुछ भी कभी सिर्फ सपना हो तो भी हो सकती है शुरुआत न हो कुछ भी कभी सिर्फ सपना हो तो भी हो सकती है शुरुआत और ये एक शुरुआत ही तो है कि हम तुम्हारी आंखों में एक सपना है. Your hearts must be filled with mixed emotions. On one hand, you may be thrilled on embarking on this new journey, and at the same time, your minds must be filled with anxiety and confusion as to how and what it will be like in a new college and a new city. They say success isn't about the end result. It is about what you learn along the way. Your dreams will turn into reality on this campus, and your eyes will be filled with new dreams when it is time to leave. The next 5.5 years will be the most transforming experience of your life. For some, it will mean adjusting to this mega city of Mumbai and its fast-paced life. And for others, the friendships and bonds you will make with your batchmates, seniors, and your teachers will last long. And it is not just the knowledge in books, but several other lessons in life that will help shape you as a doctor and as a human being. Find something you are passionate about and keep tremendously interested in it. Your journey of being a proud Nairite starts today. You must be wondering at this unusual name our college has, Topiwala National Medical College, and also why the hospital is named BYL Nair Charitable Hospital. Well, allow me to take you on a journey down the memory lane to tell you the interesting story behind its name and the background of how this college and hospital came about. Let me remind you, the achievements of this 104-year-old organization are the result of the combined efforts of each individual who has been a part of Nair in the smallest possible way. I hope by the end of the presentation, you will be filled with the spirit of Nair and will be proud to become a Nairite. Can we put off the lights? Only these, that one also. From that side. Friends, congratulations for achieving the privilege and honor of becoming a Nairite, and welcome to your new world. Let me take you on a small journey into the past. It was 1920, and the island city of Bombay had only one medical college, the Grant Medical College. India was under British rule, and naturally, the college was managed by the British. No Indian doctors were appointed irrespective of their academic background and experience. This was the time when the country was in the throes of the independence movement. Local nationalistic leaders felt that the city should have a medical college that is established only with the help of locally generated funds without taking any help from the British rulers. Through donations from the Tilak Swaraj funds, On the 4th of September 1921, the National Medical College was established. This college started functioning at the 2nd Victoria Cross Lane, Baikala. The founding fathers wanted to train doctors who could serve not only through hospitals, but would also reach out to the community. Incidentally, Ayurveda was an obligatory part of the curriculum in our college. As in those days, even the universities were controlled by the British. The founders affiliated the institution to the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Bombay, and the first batch of the students was admitted for its licentiate medical practitioner course. Over the years, we were blessed with great leadership with eminent clinicians like Dr. Kothare, Dr. Bhatkamkar, Dr. Sathe, to name a few. J.B. Murphy once said, "The patient is the center of our medical universe, around which all our works revolve and towards which all our efforts trend." It is these very patients who are also our best teachers. And therefore, a major challenge faced by the founders of the National Medical College was to have an affiliated hospital good enough for clinical training. Relying on the government wasn't a choice. So the People's Free Hospital was therefore set up close to the present campus and near where the YMCA stands today. Strapped as they were for funds, not being able to ask the government for aid, the administrators were always on the lookout for local support. Fortuitously, at this time, Dr. A.L. Nair, the person after whom the road on which we are situated today is also named, came into the picture. He was the proprietor of the Powell and Company dealing in medical supplies and equipments. He magnanimously donated 2 acres of his land for the hospital campus. In 1925, Dr. Nair also helped set up a well-equipped hospital, which he named after his mother, Bai Yamuna Bai Lakshman Nair. He also donated funds to run the hospital. Incidentally, the story goes that the money donated was from the proceeds of the sale of land used to build the neighboring Bombay Central Station. Much later, Mr. M.N. Desai, popularly known as Topiwala Desai, made a generous contribution of rupees 5 lakhs to the college, which was then named after him as the Topiwala National Medical College, or TNMC as you know it today. In 1946, the Municipal Corporation of the City of Bombay passed a resolution taking over the college and the hospital, and acknowledging the high standards of education and the strong support from the Municipal Corporation. The Bombay University also affiliated the twin institutions, and so started the MBBS course. And nearly a century ago, these chaps were sitting in an auditorium listening to the then dean addressing them much the same way that you are doing now. Since then, without looking back, the TN Medical College and BYL Nair Hospital have surged ahead and established themselves as premier institutions of the city. It is one of the 4 prestigious medical colleges under the BMC, which offers excellent tertiary care and medical education, apart from the other establishments which form an elaborate network of primary and secondary care centers offering diverse and specialized services. You will be proud to know you belong to the institution that boasts of the oldest gastroenterology department. We are also credited with many other firsts, like the rheumatology and the dermatopathology services. Ours is the only college in the city to have a speech and audiology department offering formal training and oral rehabilitation after cochlear implantation. Ours is the first hospital in Maharashtra and BMC to have started universal newborn hearing screening program more than 8 years ago. Ours is also the first public hospital to have an autism dynamic intervention center, which offers comprehensive diagnostic and intervention services for children on the spectrum. We were also the first to perform robotic surgery, an appendectomy in a BMC hospital in 2007 with the help of first generation robot ASOP, performed by Dr. Sandesh Paralkar and Dr. Sanjay Oak and their teams. And the smile on this child's face shouts of its success. State-of-the-art diagnostic equipment is one of our hallmarks. We have a newly renovated cardiac cath lab with intensive cardiac care unit, and we proudly offer comprehensive cancer care. Ours is the first public hospital to have a medical oncology ward and daycare center for chemotherapy. We have a comprehensive head and neck cancer care facility, which includes diagnostics, surgery, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, all under one roof with state-of-the-art equipments. Ours is the only public hospital in the city to offer urodynamic studies and hyperbaric oxygen services, which, as you will learn by and by, is a life-saving therapy. Ours is the first tertiary hospital to become a 1,000-bedded dedicated COVID hospital in the pandemic. We hold a world record of delivering more than 1,000 babies to COVID-positive mothers and offering dialysis services to more than 600 COVID patients with renal failure, apart from offering standard treatment and care for COVID patients. Ours is the first public hospital to have 7 of our departments that have been ISO 9001 certified in the past. These include pediatric surgery, medical intensive care unit, psychiatry, forensic medicine, anesthesia, ENT department, and community medicine department, who launched their family adoption program in 2023 for the undergraduate students under NMC directives. Friends, we have not rested on our laurels either. The campus has expanded from 2 acres donated by Mr. Nair in 1946 to 20 acres in 2006. The number of buildings in the campus has increased manifold, and they are still on the rise. Today, we stand confident and tall in Bombay Central, towering over our neighbors, offering excellent patient services. Our vital stats are impressive, you will agree. The college is not far behind, offering several courses apart from MBBS. We are now affiliated for our undergraduate and postgraduate courses to the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences and offer many super specialty and fellowship courses as well. It is here, friends, that you will spend the best years of your lives. Rest assured, now that you have managed to get in, you will certainly get out with a spanking new and proud prefix of doctor to your names. From the dissections in anatomy to the glamorous operation theaters, from the tentative moments when you first learn to measure blood pressure in physiology to offering CPR to a dying patient in the casualty, from the metabolic cycles you learn in biochemistry that will leave you intensely confused, the real-life management of ketoacidosis, you will see it all. You will learn about medicines, get baffled with neurotransmitters, and sometimes organize secret clinics. You will study really hard in our well-equipped library, but fun and games will keep you entertained throughout your journey. You will balance the right amount of fun and study, sometimes studying, or at least appearing to, and at others, making friends. Of course, many a time, more than just friends. There will be times you will wonder why you ever took up medicine. Yet, you will find plenty of things to make you laugh about, in spite of the exams and the seniors that you will face. Some goals may seem difficult, while others appear very easy. Remember, friends, you stand tall on the shoulders of past Nairites, and it is well said, the heights that great men reached were not achieved in a sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, toiled relentlessly upward in the night. We feel extremely proud and privileged to carry on this legacy after completing 100 glorious years of these twin institutions on 4th September 2021, yet another first to our credit, and leading the way for our sister concerns KM, Sion, and Cooper to follow. Under the vibrant leadership of our Dean, Dr. S.C. Mohite sir, these institutions have many dreams, and you are a part of these dreams. The future of Nair Hospital is yours to design. तू थक कर न बैठ जाना पंछी उड़ान अभी बाकी है तू थक कर न बैठ जाना पंछी उड़ान अभी बाकी है अभी तो सिर्फ जमीन नापी है आसमान अभी बाकी है थैंक यू like we also have another presentation after which I'll invite the dignitaries on stage. It is my pleasure to introduce the head of the anatomy department, Dr. K. Shamkishore sir, who is also known as Anatomy Encyclopedia. Sir is also a maths wizard and genius. I request Sir to explain the internal assessment system, the importance of attendance, and the examination pattern under the new CBME curriculum. Sir, keep it.
You will have three major exams. Terminal 1, Terminal 2, and prelims. There are two components, theory and practice. That's right. The theory of Terminal 1 and 2 will be out of 100 marks. For the prelim, there are two papers of 200. Practical will be 100 each. So you realize the total of theory is 400. Therefore, practical is 300. But there are additional components called as continuous internal assessment. Continuous internal assessment for theory is out of 100 marks, making a total of 500. And practical is 200 marks of continuous assessment. Again, making that also of 5. Theory, continuous internal assessment comprises of home assignment, class test, self-based learning, and attendance. And then on practical, skill-based learning, ATCOM, that is attitude, ethics, and communication skills, laboratory work, learner, and attendance. And which is total 100. Therefore, that is the theory will be out of 500, practice is also out of 500. Divide that by 5, then score as out of 100. The classic path, it's classic marks for theory should be minimum 40, for practical should be minimum 40, and the total should be 100. We can get 40 and 60, or 60 and 40 that possible. But 39 and 61 is not possible. Because the minimum of 40 is there. All three criteria would fulfill. 40 is the practical and total 100 of the second complication is the attendance. college expects all students to attend all the classes, 100% attend. And universities are gracious and allow them to reduction. It requires a minimum 75% lecture and 80% What is the next concession given for? If you are taking part in competition, the regional, state, national, international, playing sports, regional scale. You are having team festivals, family function. And if you are having the degree center, exceptional, all these put together, 20% success for practical and 25%. Remember, don't try to target the minimum criteria. And this one is realize that they have fallen ill for the business outcome. If your attendance 100% up to the last month, because your last month is the time of dengue, malaria, the other automatically drop off. If you are healthy, you don't activity is the classes. So we are very strict about when it comes to it.
Thank you, Shyam sir. I would now like to invite on stage our respected Dean, Dr. Mohite sir, Trustee and Honorary Secretary of TNMC Global Alumni Association, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed sir, Head of the Department of Biochemistry, Dr. Beena Dias, Head of the Department of Physiology, Dr. Sonali Pandey, Head of the Department of Physiology, Dr. Sonali Pandey, Head of the Department of Community Medicine, Dr. Rajita Hageman. I now invite the Head of the Department of Biochemistry, Dr. Beena Dias, to address the students and the parents and tell you about the mentorship program of our institute.
Respected Dean Sir, Dr. Mohite, Trustee and Honorary Secretary of the TNMC Alumni Association, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed, Heads of the Department of Anatomy and Physiology, and other heads of the department who are present in this August gathering, senior faculty members, parents, and my dear friends. At the outset, let me congratulate you for achieving this particular seat in this prestigious Topaluala National Medical College and BYL Nair Charitable Hospital. I need to congratulate not only you, but your parents. You have succeeded in this endeavor, and I think you will succeed, definitely succeed and complete your undergraduate course. Amidst the growing challenges of mental health, the Undergraduate Medical Education Board of National Medical Commission has certified that we need to have certain recommendations so that we create a healthy environment in all medical colleges. And the recommendations that they have given is that you have parent-teacher meeting and mentorship program incorporated into your regular teaching curriculum. And therefore, the Undergraduate Medical Education Board of the Apex Medical Commission has instituted this particular mentorship program in the recently released CBME 2024 curriculum. What is this mentorship program? This mentorship program is that you, these newly admitted students who are the mentees, they will be allocated to a mentor. This mentor comprises mainly of faculty members across all disciplines, right from your first year to your final year, from professor to assistant professor. And this mentor will be guiding you through till you complete your MBBS course, that is till you complete your compulsory rotatory medical internship. So you have 3 mentees allocated to a single mentor so that you create a healthy environment. And this allocation is done in phase 1 of MBBS. Why phase 1? Those dear students, you have all come from college where you have a safe and secure environment. You do not have more than 50 to 60 students in a classroom. And suddenly now you are exposed to an environment where you have more than 150 students in a class. Definitely, you are going to experience peer pressure. And in addition to this, you have a very vast curriculum. So you will be experiencing academic pressure too. So to combat both these, that is peer pressure as well as your academic pressure, we have introduced this mentorship program. In addition to having a mentor, you also have a preceptor included so that you have a healthy sibling environment. Who is this preceptor? This preceptor is your senior, immediate senior batch student, one of them, will be along with you throughout your journey. That preceptor will be doing handholding, helping you, motivating you, and encouraging you at every stage of your study. What are the benefits of this mentorship program? First of all, the literature says that you develop an holistic development. It not only helps you in your personal development, in your emotional development, but also in your professional development. It inculcates research skills in all of you. It improves your communication skills. It helps you to have an open discussion with your mentor so that it builds up the trust, not only between you and the mentor, but also between the preceptor. It helps you to get motivated whenever you feel a little low. It reduces your stress, and it also helps you to combat challenges and helps you and builds up your self-esteem. So it's definitely a win-win situation when we have this mentorship program, and I would definitely give accolades to this particular program because it has been incorporated by the National Medical Commission. I would like to end my speech by saying that each one of us present in this office gathering would definitely have some goal in mind. And we have 2 famous personalities who have said, immersive and Crosby, that for us to accomplish this goal, this aim in life, at every stage, we need the help of an individual. And definitely, this individual will help us guide you. And in your life, this individual is none other than a mentor. This mentor has got skills where he is able to understand. Because of his skills, he is able to realize, help you train, and also give you a listening ear and push you forward. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Deena. I now request Dr. Sonali Pandya, the head of the department in charge of the physiology department, to inform you about the anti-ragging rules and regulations in our college. Over to you.
honorable Dean, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, the respected professor and head of the department, on the dais, off the dais, all respected faculty members, dear colleagues, and of course the proud parents and students. A very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to congratulate all the proud parents and students who have achieved a seat in one of the most esteemed institutions here at Mumbai, that is TNMC and BYL Nair Charitable Hospital. The पालकांना खूप मोठं अभिनंदन कारण त्यांचं मोठा वाटा आहे याच्यात. So, heartiest congratulations and अभिनंदन तुम्हाला. Now, as you step into this global profession, know that you are not just students anymore. You are future doctors. And this transformation begins in the way in which you carry yourself, right from day one, which is today. So, it will be reflecting both your learning and in your conduct. So, when I say conduct, what I want to say is, there's something important which I would like to stress upon and which I stand here to speak. And that is ragging. The moment I say ragging, I understand a mixed feeling of anxiety and worry which comes to the minds of students as well as parents. Ragging म्हटल्यावर पालकांच्या आणि स्टुडंट्सच्या मनात जी भीती किंवा काळजी निर्माण होते ती आम्ही समजू शकतो. त्याबद्दलच मी काही स्पष्टीकरण करणार आहे. So let me be very clear that ragging in any form is strictly prohibited in our institution. This is just not a policy, but we are committed to maintain the safety, the dignity, and the well-being of all our newly admitted students. See, ragging can be in different forms. It can be physical, it can be verbal, it can be emotional, as well as psychological. Forcing anyone to perform embarrassing acts, any physical or verbal abuse, isolation, even bullying, any behavior that is causing a student to experience fear, shame, distress, all this comes to ragging. Our institution, under the leadership of our Honorable Dean Dr. Shailesh Mohanty, we have a zero tolerance policy towards ragging. So, under the guidelines laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court and the UGC, there is no place for ragging in this institution. So, what measures are we taking for this? The measures taken by the institution are, we have very much in place the anti-ragging committee, which is headed by the respected Dean Sir, Dr. Mohanty, Joint Secretary, Dr. Parker, and our Secretary, Dr. Satish Mali. Apart from this, there are various members of the anti-ragging committee. The handout of all the lists and the contact details have been already given to you. Okay? So don't worry, apart from this handout, we also have various boards which have been put up at all the places in the institution at various floors where the names and the contact details of the members have been displayed. So they are very much handy and at your disposal. Other than the anti-ragging committee, we also have an anti-ragging squad. So this squad is vigilantly monitoring any ragging activities, not only in the college premises, but also the hostel. So they take surprise rounds and also regular rounds. Apart from this, the college also arranges for a sensitization program where all the students, you, your seniors, along with the police personnel and the counselor, they all advise the students. And let me tell you, anyone found guilty in participating or even encouraging, I repeat, encouraging ragging, directly or indirectly, will face immediate suspension, expulsion from the college, maybe a FIR and even a legal action, without any warning and no second chances. So what is it that we are expecting from the students and from the parents? We expect from the students and the parents to report immediately to the ARC or even any faculty if they come across any kind of such activity. Not only this, we have various drop boxes where you can put down your complaints if you are facing any kind of activity which are described under ragging. All these complaints will be dealt with confidentially and sensitively. So you are not alone. You need not worry. My advice to the parents is please be in touch with your child. Keep calling them, be in touch with your local guardians, be in touch with the mentors. If you see any untoward kind of behavior, the child not attending the classes, not talking much, please inquire, please report and be in touch with them. This institute is very much interested in creating and committed to creating an environment where every student feels safe, welcomed and respected. So, पालकांना हे निवेदन आहे हा निर्देशन आहे की मुलांच्या संपर्कात राहा जर तुम्हाला त्यांच्या बिहेवियर मध्ये क्लासेस अटेंड नसेल करत तर प्लीज ब्रिंग इट टू आवर नोटिस. So with this, I again welcome you to our Nair family. We are looking forward to seeing you as amazing future doctors and noble human beings. Stay safe, stay kind, and never hesitate to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sunali Pandey. I now invite the head of the department of PSN, Dr. Geeta Handeman, to introduce to you the new family adoption program, which has been introduced recently under the new CDM curriculum. Over to you.
Respected Dean Dr. Shailesh Mukherjee, our senior alumnus, Dr. Arshad sir, senior faculty members on the dais and also the audience, dear students and parents. First of all, I congratulate all the students for securing admission in this esteemed institute. I congratulate the parents. Without support, this wouldn't have been possible for the children. And of course, it is a day fulfilled not only for the students but also their parents and the families. So I welcome you all. Now the students who are sitting here will know that before even formally welcome, we have had a lecture on community medicine. So the subject starts in the life of the students right from their entry into the medical college. Now you heard this term PSM and community medicine. Some are the same. Earlier we used to call it preventive medicine, and now it is called as community medicine. So in our lecture we have discussed and we will be discussing about it in subsequent lectures also. So what I am trying to tell you is that the subject is going to be very easy till you complete your internship. So it's not that first year and it's over. It's just beginning where it is introducing the subject in first year, and second year, third year we go in the direction of community medicine, and internship also is coordinated community medicine department on behalf of the head of the institute, that is TNMC. Now, what is different about this subject is that this is kind of extramural. That means we take you outside the four walls of the hospital. Why so? Because the people come to hospital for whatever complaints, whatever ailments. It is not the ailment that is coming. It is not the malaria or diarrhea or dengue or diabetes that is walking into the clinic. Okay. It is neither organ, it is not the liver or pancreas or lungs that they are coming into the clinic. A human being with all these complaints and ailments walking into your clinic for a relief. And we need to understand this human being who is suffering. And to understand this human being of patient, you need to understand from where the patient is coming. What is the family background of the person? What is the financial status? What is the kind of housing? What is the kind of weather atmosphere where the people are living? And for that, we actually take you to the houses of the patients or communities from where the patients are coming. So our hospital, we have adopted certain areas in the vicinity for the sake of convenience, and we actually take you there. I think we have already had a visit to our urban health center, which is located at Shahajinagar Urban Health Center. So you will be going in your internship also and you will serve over there. So that is urban health center. We also have a rural health center. Okay, we call it RHTC, that is located at Arbor. Plus we have about 2 more primary health centers. So we will be taking you to the village kind of background because India is still largely a country of villages, so it is urbanizing very fast, and we need to understand the people, how they live, how their diseases originate, what facilitates it, what can help to control them. And of course, there are communities in the urban slums, if you are out there, and we will be allocating to families. Now, as per NMC norms, you are supposed to be given 3 families, minimum 3 families, and then you have to follow them up through your second year and also third year. So you will have multiple visits to the families, and by that you will know their history, will know what are happening and what is relevant to their health, and you can help them when they need services in our institute. So there will be a referral also. We will organize some camps also in these areas. So you will be closely associated with these families throughout your curriculum, and they will expect that from you. Not only that, the data that you collect from these families is helpful to the government also. We will be submitting this data to the government, and government is not looking, or agency is also looking at it for more effective implementation of the national health programs. So you don't miss out on the cases of tuberculosis and other diseases in the families that you are going to study in the subsequent years. Now, like we'll definitely teach the subject, but what I also want to emphasize is that, see, Madam was telling parents will be in touch with their children and like that. But the thing is that now there are no more kids, there are no more children. In fact, all of them who are getting into adulthood. Okay, so this is a period of lot of personal and professional kind of turmoil, and lots of things are happening. So it is expected that you gain a certain kind of maturity when you work in the hospital and you work as a doctor in the medical college. And like I always say, I have never gone to Badrinath or Kedarnath. What we say is this hospital, the BMC has most medical teaching hospital for MBBS students, and I call them Targans because they are our Targans. Okay, so I will end up rather than giving too much of bombardment because you have to listen to the main speech and that will be Dilson's speech. So I just end up with my own poem, which says Char Dham. Okay. So our hospital is not something good. It is not a garden. It is a place where people come with their pains and ailments. So this poem is in Marathi. I write it in Marathi. So I just mentioned that and in my speech. So the poem is Char Dham. गाव आहे वेदनांचे, यातनांचे, दुःखितांचे. गाव आहे वेदनांचे, यातनांचे, दुःखितांचे. हे कोणी घेतले त्यांच्या आत जखमी तन्मनाचे. हारले कोणी लढाई, हारले कोणी लढाई, जिंकलेली रोगराई. हारले कोणी मनाशी, खेळले जीवावराई. सांद कोणी वृद्ध कोणी, हिंदू मुस्लिम शीख भाई. सांद कोणी वृद्ध कोणी, हिंदू मुस्लिम शीख भाई. येथल्या शय्येसना धर्म कर्म भेद काही. येऊ दे की संत साधू, येऊ दे की संत साधू. घोर अपराधी पूर्णिमा, पाप पुण्याच्या परोक्ष त्यांचेही मिळतेच सेवा. आपण कधी जजमेंटल असत नाही, पेशंट आपल्यासाठी पेशंट आहे. कोणी म्हणती या उदास, कोणी म्हणती या उदास, मन पुन्हा दुर्गंध जाचे. ठाम करती अश्रू म्हणती, कुंद केली मूक वाचे. आणि जर आपल्याला सांगतात हॉस्पिटल आहे त्याचा वाद येतो वगैरे, पण आपलं जग तेच आहे. हे असे सारे परंतु, हे असे सारे परंतु, मज असे की प्रिय वास्तू. चांगले आयुष्य येते, काळ मज बोले तथास्तु. जागत्या भिंतीन खिडक्या, जागत्या भिंतीन खिडक्या, ऐकती त्यांच्या कहाण्या. लावणी जगली सुखाने, शांत भीती दीर्घ जखमा. जागते आशा उमेद, जागते आशा उमेद, जीवनाची आस जागे. सर्व शास्त्र ज्ञान येते, लोक कल्याणास लागे. आपलं सगळं ज्ञान आपण लोकांच्या कल्याणासाठी वापरणार आहोत. म्हणजे पेशंटचा मृत्यू होत नाही का, मृत्यू पण येतो, आपल्या जीवनाचा पण अविभाज्य भाग आहे. हे तसे मृत्यू तथापि, हे तसे मृत्यू तथापि पूर्ण त्यातील वाचलेला शांती करून जाण्यासाठी त्यासाठी स्वीकारलेला लाभले आयुष्य येते, लाभले आयुष्य येते कोणत्या वेड्या विचारे, हेच मंदिर हीच पूजा, चार धाम तीर्थ जावे, चार धाम तीर्थ जावे. धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, Saman. That was such a beautiful expression in your comments. We have a lot of students who are from out of Mumbai, and their parents are full of questions regarding the hostel accommodation. So I first invite the auditor of the boys hostel, Dr. Sulaid Sunami, who will apprise the students and the parents about the accommodation and the rules and regulations of the hostel. Over to you.
Senior alumni, faculty, program, and all newly admitted students, that is all national assets. Good morning. So, most of you are going to stay in the hostel for the first time. So, what is hostel life? If you would like to define hostel life is a journey of independence, community living, and learning plenty of new things. So that is nothing but your hostel life. Now coming to the rules and regulations. So whenever you are filling the form of hostel accommodation, so where entire rules and regulations are mentioned, still please be aware of the rules for maintaining a safe and disciplined environment, including prohibitions of smoking, consumption of alcohol, ragging, and any other antisocial activities. So these are the things which one should follow. Regarding payment issues, so you are supposed to pay 4,000 rupees per annum for the hostel. So if you see 4,000 rupees divided by 365 days, so it comes to 10 rupees 95 paise, means around 11 rupees. So within these 11 rupees per day, we are giving you free accommodation like free electricity, free furniture, then hosted grounds. Besides that, you will get hot and cold water for drinking also and for bathing also. Besides, you will be having a very good adjacent ground to our hostel that is facilitated for you for playing various games. Then security is there, parking facility is there, and besides that, two hostel wardens are allocated for your safety. So these are the things. Just come near in 11 rupees per day. So there are two hostels for boys. This time I grateful to our dean sir for this time because of his support. For first year boys student we are actually got one more hostel in Bhajekar hostel this time. He is able to retain the Bhajekar hostel for your first year student. So there are two hostel wardens, assistant wardens. One is Dr. Nivesh Bhagada, who is assistant warden. He is assistant professor in forensic medicine and toxicology. He will be assistant warden for Bhajekar hostel for the first year MBBS student. There is one more warden for the main hostel, Dr. Praveen Dadesa. He is assistant professor in gynecology and he is staying at main boys hostel. So these are the two hostel wardens. Besides this, I am here to ensure the safety and well-being of your stay during the stay in your hostel. So let us make the hostel as vibrant community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Subir. I now invite Dr. Neelam Patil to involve the girls hostel to say a few words. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the institution, respected Dean Sir and the hostel committee, myself, all undergraduate girls, I warmly welcome all the parents and our dear students once again. We understand, children and students, that you are away from your home, but this brings certain responsibilities. So first and foremost, the hostel for the first year for girls is to be given in the nurses' quarter on the 4th and 5th floor. The building is adjacent once you enter the casualty gate. It is in the campus itself. Because you are here first time away from home, certain rules and regulations for the girls are in place. Number one, and very important, I want to reiterate here, in the compound premises, that is in the hostel premises, are going outside the premises. Girls, you are the future doctors, you all need to be decently dressed according to the dignity of the medical profession. Okay? Failure to this will amount to disciplinary action. Please keep this in mind. Students must be inside the hostel premises by 11 p.m. These are strict rules. Late entries without prior permissions will not be allowed. Leaving the hostel premises between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. these all hours, again without prior permission, is prohibited, and students will bear full responsibility for their actions. Absence from the hostel overnight requires written approval from the warden and a formal application from the parents or the local government. Yes, rest, all the rules and regulations have been printed on the hostel form. This year, we have added the parents' signature as well as the names. So I hope everyone has read the hostel form and then some. Yes, we care for the safety of the girls, and hence no visitors. I repeat, no visitors, be it the mother or the sister, are allowed in the hostel. Some of the rules have already been told by the warden of the UG boys. The ground availability. The Haji ground is available for girls also, but there are certain timings. Timing allotted for girls is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. But yes, again, prior permission is required for that. This year, due to certain urgent civil structural repairs, the allotment is delayed by nearly around 2 months. We expect it a little early, but the allotment will be done in the first week of December. Usually, we get the inconvenience cost. For any other purpose, I am always available in person or on phone. All students and for that matter, parents. They can contact me in case of any difficulty. So, with the constant support of our sir, his guidance to maintain best standards in academics and student welfare, our faculty and hostel team, I am confident that together we will create an environment where our students can thrive, grow, and excel. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Neelam Patil. Students and parents, hard work never kills anyone,
But it does make life boring. If you don't have time for a break, you definitely need a break. Dear students, we at TNMC believe in all-round development of the students. So apart from academics, there are many activities, clubs, and festivals which are organized by the Student Council. You learn a lot more life skills, which add to your personality and character. And most importantly, you learn to work as a team. The way a team plays as a whole determines its success. So I introduce the General Secretary of the Council, Aditi Jalgaonkar. Welcome her, please. And ask her to say a few words and introduce the rest of the Student Council.
A very good morning to each one of you present here. Respected Dean Sir Dr. Shailesh Mohite, Honorary Secretary of the TNMC Global Alumni Association Dr. Arshad Gulam, respected faculty members, students, and the proud parents. Myself, Aditi Jalgaonkar. I would like to start by introducing you all to the Students Gymkhana Committee of 25-26. Please come forward as and how I call your names. Rishikesh More, Cultural Secretary for RM. Aditya Galphade, Cultural Secretary for Shravan Sari. Suhana Ladhani, Academic Secretary. Manasvi Kute, Audit Secretary. Avishkar Salgar, Outdoor Sports Secretary. Akshay Ahir, Cricket Secretary. Sneha Chimkar, Magazine Media Secretary. Ayushi Pandey, Digital Media Secretary. Along with that, we also have Mubashir Shamim, who's the Indoor Sports Secretary, who couldn't be present here. And also we have the allied secretaries who also unfortunately couldn't be present here. We have Ronak Chandak for physiotherapy, Jia Mistry for occupational therapy, and Freya Parekh for audiology and speech therapy. Myself, Aditi Jalgaonkar, I am the General Secretary. Thank you so much. I feel immense pride and joy to stand before you today as the General Secretary of the Students Gymkhana Committee of Topiwala National Medical College. This occasion is not just the beginning of another academic year. It is the continuation of a journey that shapes us into the doctors and the leaders of tomorrow. At the heart of this journey lies education. But here at TNMC, education extends far beyond textbooks and examinations. It is about cultivating curiosity, developing critical thinking, and nurturing the compassion that is at the very soul of medicine. Each day we spend here adds a new brick to the foundation of our careers, and we must constantly remind ourselves that the knowledge we gain today will become the lifeline of the patients that we save tomorrow. If education is our foundation, sincerity and discipline are the pillars that hold it strong. Medicine is not a profession where shortcuts work. It demands sincerity in learning, honesty in practice, and discipline in conduct. Coming to classes on time, being attentive in wards, preparing thoroughly for practicals. These habits may seem small, but together they define our growth. We must always remember that a disciplined student today becomes a dependable doctor tomorrow. Along with this, I would also like to add that life at TNMC is not only about academics. Our college is known for its rich tradition of cultural and sports activities. These activities are opportunities to learn teamwork, leadership, and resilience. They remind us that while medical knowledge sharpens our mind, extracurricular experiences shape our personalities, both of which are extremely essential for the all-rounded growth of a person. Speaking about cultural activities, I would like to talk about the two main cultural events at TNMC. Shravan Sari is an intra-collegiate Marathi cultural event. I would say that Shravan Sari is not just an event, it is the celebration of our roots, our traditions, and the vibrant spirit of Maharashtra. Each year, we celebrate Shravan Sari as a festival which brings with it devotion, festivity, and joy, as our college comes together as a family to cherish the colors of the Marathi culture. From graceful folk dances, melodious Marathi songs, to the vibrant depiction of the history of Maharashtra, Shravan Sari is the heartbeat of our culture, which echoes through every performance, every smile, and every single cheer in the audience. The next big cultural event of our college is Aram. Aram is an intercollegiate cultural event which serves as a 3-day extravaganza attended by students, residents, and doctors from all medical colleges of Mumbai. Aram, the very word, means beginning, and this event truly marks the beginning of something very, very special. More than a competition, it is a grand stage where talents from across colleges comes together. It can be said where passion truly meets performance. From dazzling dance and singing competitions, fandom quizzes, cosplays, street plays, bike rallies, battle of bands, and the fashion show to celebration of youth, energy, and limitless imagination. It is not just an event, it is the beginning of unforgettable journeys, memories, and the tradition that will live on with every new generation of students. Along with this, we also have Swastik, which is a pan-India medical conference held every year in our college, which gives an opportunity to students for early clinical exposure. Along with this, TNMC students also excel in the sports section owing to a number of sports events that keeps us on our toes throughout the year. It is this balance between academics and extracurriculars that allows us to build confidence and develop a sense of responsibilities, qualities that will guide us not only during our college lives, but also throughout our professional lives as well. No journey is ever walked alone. One of the greatest strengths of our college is the bond between seniors and juniors. Each one of us has benefited from the guidance, support, and encouragement of those who came before us. I urge every student never to hesitate in reaching out to your seniors for help. From navigating academics to managing stress, from adjusting to hostel life to preparing for exams, your seniors are always here to guide you. This tradition of mentorship is what keeps the spirit of TNMC alive, and one day you all will also toss this torch forward. As students of TNMC, we are not only responsible for our own success, but also for upholding the reputation and dignity of this great institution. Every act of sincerity, every moment of discipline, and every effort to support one another contributes to the legacy that we will leave behind. It is in our hands to preserve and enrich the name of this college so that generations after us also take pride in being a part of TNMC. I would like to conclude by saying that here at Topiwala National Medical College, we are prepared not just to be doctors, but to be healers, leaders, and compassionate human beings. Let us move forward with courage, humility, and a shared sense of purpose, ready to serve society with the best of our knowledge and the noblest of our intentions, all while making a lifelong bag of memories. Thank you so much for lending your ears. I wish each one of you present here all the very best as you embark upon your journey as doctors. Thank you so much again and have a great day.
Thank you, Aditi. This is your turn.
Dear students, you can't do a good job of studying if studying is all you do. It's my pleasure to introduce our intern student, Ishika Figure, who embarked on this journey like you 5 years ago. She's about to leave the campus as soon as her internship gets over. How they turned the challenges they faced as freshers into learning, fun, and laughter. Let's hear it in her own words.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A very warm good morning to our Honorable Dean Sir, the dignitaries, the faculty members, my fellow students, and the batch of 2025. My name is Ishika Fagir, and I was a student secretary, just like all of these wonderful people here. And I was the editor-in-chief of the annual magazine and the head of the student media body in the year 2023-24. I have also led anti-ragging sensitization programs under the guidance of Dr. Sima Khambata ma'am in the year 2023 and 24 as the student head preceptor. And currently I'm an intern and I've completed about 6 months of internship. And I started exactly like all of you guys. I still remember my first day. I was in a completely new campus full of new people that I've never met before. I was anxious and nervous, but mostly excited. And I imagine that is how all of you must be feeling today as well, right? And so, as I stand before you today, having spent half a decade in this institute, in this campus, and I am nearly 6 months away from completing my journey, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you one of the most important lessons that I've learned, and that is that medical school is an obstacle course. and it will keep on increasing in intensity and difficulty level. So what does that mean? That means that every complicated study topic you come across, you have to liken it to an intellectual pull up. Every heartbreak is going to be an emotional resilience workshop for you. Every time you fall down, it is going to be an opportunity for you to learn to get back up, dust yourself off, and charge into the battlefield of life. Every failure will make room for improvement. Every rejection will open up a new path towards your goals. And everything you lose will be a step you take. The biggest thing I learned spending 5 years here is that difficulties don't stop. Challenges don't stop. Every day you will find yourself jumping through some hurdle or battling some hardship, and every hardship is going to be more difficult than the last. And that itself is the point, that you learn how to deal with a certain level of difficulty just so that you move on to the next level of difficulty, right? The universe sees the decision that you've taken as you step into this institute. It sees the life that you've chosen to live as you decide to become a future medical graduate. And now it will send you experiences that shape you into one. And that means becoming someone who can handle the everyday stressors of working in the healthcare industry, right? And so as students, we must not fear challenges. We must embrace and welcome them, because we will go through these challenges, we will overcome them, and we will become better, wiser, and stronger because of these challenges. And with that, I'd like to conclude my speech. I wish all of you all the very best. And I'm so excited for each one of you. And I'm always there if any one of you ever need to reach out to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ishika, for those encouraging words. It is always true about the alma mater, which shapes and molds you, that the connection never breaks. For Nair, it is said that one can be taken out of Nair, but Nair cannot be taken out of anyone. That's the reason all who have passed out of TNMC and BYL Nair Hospital feel that special connection and bond, which keeps them connected not only to the institute like an umbilical cord, but also with each other like siblings. And that's how the TNMC Global Alumni Association came about. It's my pleasure to call upon Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed Sir, who is the Managing Trustee and Honorary Secretary of the TNMC Global Alumni Association, which has contributed generously with open hearts and purses to this institute and its students. They have kept the umbilical cord connection alive and reversed the flow. Let us hear it from Sir himself about this robust association and the mammoth task this body does for their alma mater. Please welcome him with a loud round of applause.
Thanks for those kind words, Seema. Respected Dean, Dr. Mohite, respected Academic Dean, distinguished faculty, proud parents and relatives, and of course, the illustrious students, or shall I call them the illustrious scholars. First thing first, my congratulations to all of you. Is this fine now? Okay, thanks. So first thing first, I'll begin by congratulating all the students who have entered the portals of TN Medical College. I'm sure this must have been your dream for many, many years as you prepared for your school graduation and thereon to various entrance examinations, and then finally entering the medical school, which is the culmination of all your efforts, is definitely ecstatic. The important thing to learn here is that though it's your effort which has earned you a place in medical school, it's not just your efforts. There are many more
people behind you, around you, who have contributed equally importantly to get you where you have reached today. Your parents, your teachers, many of your friends, they all have contributed. They all have helped you to come up to this point. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because the profession you are entering requires teamwork, requires acknowledging various people around you who contribute to your success. You have the nursing staff, you have technicians, you have ward boys, you have so many people around you who ultimately help and make you realize your goals. So in that sense, learn this first lesson of your life as you enter a medical school. It's your efforts, yes, but there are many other efforts which are equally important, if not more. Let me here, with all the emphasis at my command, tell you that you are lucky to have entered the portals of Topiwala National Medical College. And why do I say that? This is a very special medical college, friends. You must have heard the earlier presentation of how this college was born out of the freedom movement of our country. How it was envisioned as an institution that is exclusively for the Indians, which will be run by the Indians, which will serve the Indians. The earlier colleges were constructed basically by the Britishers, and most of the staff was British, most of the administration was British, but the vision of many of our leaders gave us the first national medical college, which is TN Medical College. I mean, if you noticed, if you heard in the morning, the first presentation, it was called as National Medical College to start with. The word Topiwala was added much later to the name. Now, why do I say you are lucky to come to this institution? Let me tell you that even I was here in this medical school exactly 50 years ago, 50. And at that point, even I was given the option of going to some other medical school. And I was about to go somewhere else, to some other college, thinking that there was some kind of an upgrade, as they called it during those days. Some people thought that there were colleges better or, the not so good, blah, blah. But there were some professors, luckily for me, who told me and who convinced me that this is the best, don't go anywhere. And there's a reason why they told me that. And now after 50 years of having gone through the medical education here in this institution, of having practiced surgery for so many years, I can tell you very confidently that those who are here in this medical college are definitely the luckiest ones. Let me qualify my statement by saying that there are medical schools in this city and around in the country which make you what are typically called in our parlance as the bookworms. And then there are other medical schools which make you street smart. Now, this is one medical college which gives you the right balance of both. Believe me, this is one medical school which prepares you not only as a good doctor, but also as a doctor who will confidently face the practical problems once you enter the practice. So, if at all there is an upgrade, the upgrade is from other medical schools to this medical college. Don't ever make the mistake. You will repent much later. This is the college which is the best. And those who have gotten here in this medical college, they are the luckiest medical schools. Now, a few words about what kind of bond do we have between the students, the alumni, the past students, and the mother institution. As I said, I am associated with this institution for last 50 years, 50. I entered this medical college in 1975. And till this date, I am attached here in the sense I come here as an alumnus, as the secretary and trustee of the Alumni Association, the Global Alumni Association. And I keep in touch with my teachers, with the local faculty, with students. So the umbilical connection which developed starting 1975 still continues. You'll be surprised, one of my batchmates, Dr. Vijay Patel, who is a very distinguished gastroenterologist in USA, has traveled all the way from US to attend a reunion here, the 50th reunion of batch 1975. You wouldn't travel half the globe to come to India, to come to Mumbai and attend a batch reunion unless you are completely committed, unless you are strong, you strongly feel for your mother institution. In fact, any one of you, if wishes to speak to him later on, he will be here after the orientation. So you can definitely interact with him to understand what does he have to say about the hierarchy, so-called hierarchy of medical schools in this country and abroad. So we as Alumni Association, we have been active here for many years, and we have been, helping the institution, the mother institution, the alma mater, improve its infrastructure, improve its teaching environment, helping patients with equipment, with various machines. We help students, those who are financially challenged for whatever reason. We help them with scholarships. We help them with certain prizes, and those who score well and do well in medical school, in examinations, we honor them with various certificates and certain help. So in that sense, this is one organization, and not just that. Even when you pass out, if you wish to go to a particular college within the country or even abroad, we help make sure that you get proper placement, you get proper attachment to various teaching institutions or research institutions all over the world, not just in the Western world or not just in America. So we never forget you. We remember you as long as we are around, to make sure that every TN medical student is held at every step, even after he or she has passed out from the institution. So this is our role. And today you are sitting here as a student. But tomorrow, once you clear your examinations, you will also be one amongst us. You will also be a pass student. You will also be an alumnus. Don't forget your mother institution ever. Because this is the institution, this is the college which will give you your name, your fame, everything that you will have once in the future. So never forget your mother institution. Now, why we thought of gifting you with a white coat or an apron this time. Again, there is a reason why we thought of it. This is the day which in Western world is called as White Coat Ceremony Day. Here in India, we call it Dean's Address Day or Orientation Day. But call it by whatever name. The idea is to tell you what to expect once you join the medical school. Because it's a different world. It's a turning point in your career. It's a watershed moment in your career. Unless you know what to expect and how to go about achieving your goals, you will not be prepared. As as people say, it's better to be forearmed so that you are ready for whatever you will have to encounter in future. Now, why white coat? Why did we decide to give a white coat to every new entrant to the medical school this time? That is because the white coat stands for certain values. That is because the white coat gives you a certain degree of dignity. It gives you a certain value system, a certain ethical system, a certain moral system. So this is definitely a milestone here in your life, it definitely marks the induction into a noble profession. But what it tells you is that this garment, the white piece of what is called as apron or white coat, it is something which is not just a piece of garment. It is not just a piece of attire. It gives you a whole lot of values that you will have to espouse and stand for all your life. It signifies, it tells you what professionalism is, how to improve your abilities, how to make sure that you are the best person in your field. It tells you how to behave with your patients professionally, how to deal with your patients professionally. It teaches you trust. Every patient who comes to you comes with a degree of trust. And it is for you to honor that trust and make sure that there is never a breach in that trust. Be it confidentiality, be it any other form of trust, you will have to learn to honor that trust which the patient places in you and never ever breach it. Medicine is a different type of course where the pursuit of excellence and pursuit of expertise continues all your life. You will stay here for 5.5 years. Or if you do post-graduation, you may stay here for 3 years more. But that doesn't mean that the day you get your degree and go out of the medical school, your education is over. It doesn't work like that in medical field. Your education will continue till the last breath of your life. There is a concept of what is called as continuing medical education in medicine. And you will have to constantly upgrade your skills. You will have to constantly upgrade your education. So that process which starts today in your medical studies will continue till your last breath. That is how the medical profession operates. That is how the medical studies operate. And that is what you need to be prepared for. Care, hope, and empathy. These are the three things, these are the three values which the white coat stands for predominantly. Care is very simple to understand. When a patient seeks help, you need to be careful. You need to be attentive. You need to give your honest 100% to the patient. Give them hope, because every patient who comes to you or every treatment that you try to do is not going to give you a 100% result or a 100% success. Now, this is where hope comes into picture. And this white coat, which you will don now shortly, represents this hope, represents this care. And there is something called as doctor-patient relationship, which many of you may not be aware of. It's a very special relationship, like how you have relations with your parents, with your brothers, with your sisters, with your siblings, with so many others. There is a specific term for the relationship between doctor and patient. Again, the white coat, it symbolizes, it tells you what kind of a relationship should exist between the doctor and the patient. Whole lot of gamut. As you start studying medicine, you will learn what are these values. So I'll not go into any of those things, otherwise it will take a long time. Suffice it to say that the value system which the medical profession expects you to follow, you will learn as you go along. And the final point is, this white coat tells you that you are entering into a profession which is basically a service-oriented profession. Now, what it means is, you may have had reasons for joining medical school. You may have fallen for the white coat, the aura behind the white coat, around the white coat to join this profession. Or maybe you were enamored by the stethoscope or some other, part of a doctor, which must have drawn you, attracted you to the medical profession. But ultimately, never forget that these are all secondary reasons. The primary reason why you will be becoming a doctor is service. Service. Money automatically follows. You won't have to run after that. If you give good service, if you understand what service means, money will automatically come, believe me. There's no need to run after money. So make sure that you remember till your last breath that you are joining a profession which is basically a service oriented profession. Well, with these few words, friends, once again, I wish you all the best. My best wishes are with you. Now that you have joined the medical school, you will surely become a doctor one day, and you will surely come out as a proud doctor, someone who will be of great help to the nation, to the society, to the people around you. So in that sense, you will be a doctor very soon. Nothing to worry about. There are, I think Ishika spoke very well. The challenges which you face, there are challenges. There's no doubt about that. But we all will learn to surmount those challenges. And believe me, this is one medical school. Another reason why you should be joining and be proud of being a part of this institution is the kind of mentorship which it provides, right from the senior students to professors to the dean. You know, everyone takes personal interest in you. Everyone makes sure that you are not left behind in this. I wouldn't try to call it a race, but they will make sure that you come up to the point at every step. So you have come to a very special medical school, friends, and believe me, you are lucky to be here as a part of TNMC family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed, sir. And I wish we had this talk earlier. Lots of students would have filled their retention form after they heard you, but I'm sure the rest of the students who have not yet filled will also fill their retention forms. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. In fact, great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, it's always about the goal. We look up to our Dean, Dr. Shailesh Mohite sir, in a similar manner. Sir was a professor and head of forensic medicine in Nair itself until he took up the position of Dean of HPT Medical College and Cooper Hospital almost 4 years ago. And he is now our Dean for more than past 1 year. His interests and credentials in hospital administration ensure his commitment to bring about a change and to improve the quality of patient care and other healthcare services in Nair. He's currently a Senate member and member of the Board of Studies at MUHS Nashik, which also makes him a great academician in pursuit of excellence. He's also a prominent faculty for the Maharashtra Judicial Academy and an ex-president of the Medical Legal Association of Maharashtra. So we look forward to his guidance and encouragement every step of the way. We shall now have the Dean's address, and I request Dean sir to address the students and parents, and I request you all to please welcome sir with a loud hand.
Sit down. Thank you, Seema. Heads of department, Dr. Arshad Ghulam, dear students, proud parents, good morning to all of you. At the outset, congratulations to all those who have secured admission. Your hard work has paid. All our heads of department have guided you about your journey from internal assessments to hostels to ragging. Arshad Ghulam sir has told you what would be your journey or should be your journey after you pass out. Aditi has told what about extracurricular activities. I have drank Sprite and come. So no bakwas seedhi baat. First and foremost is discipline, which forms an important aspect. Discipline in both education and extracurricular activities. You are here to become a doctor. We are here to give a good finished product after 5 years as our intern is. We have shown you a sample piece. That's what you would be. We are artisans, so we will see to it that our product is good. If it is not, we throw the product out. Okay? So discipline is very important. Attendance in classrooms
I'm doubtful about a few of you because I was sitting, I was showing Sonali actually what is the attitude. The girl over there sleeping, 3, 4 boys drinking water. I do not understand. You cannot wait for 1 hour to drink water. If you go to junior kindergarten, the children are told to keep the water bottles on the side. So all these things which would irritate the teacher, eating the pap during class, drinking water. I don't think you would do that while seeing your patients or during your surgery. So all this nonsense should be stopped. Discipline is important. Exams will be held frequently. If you don't know in an exam, no problem. You have another option. This university is lenient. Let me tell you, the result is never less than 95%. One thing I hate most is copying. So please don't copy. Attendance, Dr. Our HOD has already told you about the attendance. If you do not have attendance and if it is for a genuine reason, what are the ways? That also have been told to you. Punctuality in classroom is very important. Attendance, now gone are those days when one would give proxy. This year from your batch, we will have biometrics installed. So there would be no question of forgery. Okay. So we are preventing you from doing one offense. No copy at college level as well as MUHS level. Because if you are caught in university, in college, someone might pardon you. University, they don't pardon. And therefore, whatever is there is legal action that is taken. So parents also need to keep in mind that you need to monitor your child, what they are doing. During your stay over here, not only curricular, you can also become a researcher. And research is now very integral part of medical education. Passing post the medical education also, during your practice, you will be doing research, presenting papers. So you should learn now only how it is to be done. Hostel. 75% of the students almost stay in the hostel. I've been warden from 97 to 2003 when I was lecturer. So I know what is a hostel. Personally also I've stayed in hostel throughout my medical career. So I know well about hostel and therefore we are able to manage hostels in a very efficient manner. We have got our wardens who are very competent. And let me tell you, in the previous college where I was dean, I rusticated 50 students. I do not show mercy when it comes to rustication. Okay, because if I have to maintain discipline and prevent others from getting spoiled, I do not budge to any political pressure. Let me tell you. Many of you might think, "Ikudun pressure and tikudun." Kasles pressure ka farak padat nahi. For attendance also, in 1 year, out of 120 batch, I had kept back 67% students and no one dared to send them to university. So for attendance, you have to be right. In hostel also, timings are there, which Dr. Sumedh has said. In hostel also, there is CCTV. How many of you drink alcohol? No? Anyone indulging in narcotics? Why I'm asking you is all these things are banned. If I find, I remove that mango and throw out rather than spoiling the whole basket. Parents, keep that in mind. You have given your child to me. It is my duty to bring him up like my son, daughter. So I do not entertain all such nonsense. If you have that much money, you go home, stay over there or stay outside and do whatever you want to. But still, I would not like any of the children of this institute to be spoiled. So keep that in mind. If you require any help meaning any help, financial also. There are many donors. If no one pays, I will pay your fee. Don't worry. Or anything you require. But not to indulge into wrong things. IMA gives scholarships. to deserving students. There are so many donors who come forth. You have any problem, you can walk into my cabin. I am there till 8 p.m. almost every day. When you are in the hostel, see to it that you do not damage any hostel property. Not to bring any disrepute to the college. Do not back answer any wardens. Now, what is the role of parents? I am sure all of you will now come on vote taking session. This has been the trend. Hardly 5% parents will come in this next 4.5 years and meet some teachers unless and until called by the warden or by the dean. This is our experience. My experience of 35 years, पालक पहिल्या दिवशी सोडून जातात, vote taking ला येतात unless and until पोरांनी काहीतरी धिंगाणा घातला हॉस्टेलमध्ये, कॉलेजमध्ये, अटेंडन्स नाही, मग हात जोडायला येतात. तर असल्या काही गोष्टी नको. It is your responsibility, not only our responsibility. Your responsibility as parents, you are sending how much money to him, how is he utilizing the money, what is the company he is keeping, what are his results, all these things you also need to follow. It is not only my duty and our colleagues, my heads of department's duty. So see to it that he is attending properly. Otherwise, he comes home, he is there for 15 days, parents also not bothered, he will go, and then you come running when we say no form to be given. So all these things will not be allowed. Clinical postings. After first MBBS, this will form a very important part of your life. Patients are the material on which you will study. So respect towards patients and their relatives. Also, the staff nurses, the ward boys, ayabais are also your teachers. तुम्हाला त्यांच्याकडून पण बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी, चांगल्या गोष्टी शिकायच्या. Okay? In the campus, whenever you come, when I was Senate member, I brought 2 circulars. One is what should be the dress code when you attend college, which I have put up. Dr. Bhosle, कुठे लावलं आपण? कुठे लावलं? At the entry, we have put up that circular. What should be the attire of the student when he comes to college? What is the dress he should wear during exams? I have a bad habit. If I find a girl, a boy, shabbily dressed, slipper, shorts, 3/4, मी तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ कॉल लावणार. नसेल तर मग डोनरला एखादा बघून त्याला कपडे विकत घ्यायला लावेल. या सगळ्या गोष्टी करेन. एवढं लक्षात ठेवायचं. मुलाला आत्ताच सांगा, मुलाला मुलीला कॉलेजला यायचं तर मेडिकल कॉलेजला आल्यासारखं. Alumni Association is giving an apron. That apron is to be worn. Apron घालायचं म्हणजे घालायचं. दुसरी गोष्ट, तो स्वच्छ इस्त्री केलेलाच पाहिजे. That apron should be a doctor's apron, not a ward boy's apron, which is crumpled, which is dirty, with stains. All those things will not be entered. I hope I am very clear. We believe in live and let live. So most of these things, I have told you what you should follow and what you should not do. Because if you do something to conduct inquiry, our teachers do not have that much time. So you will eat upon some other time of good activity. So I do not waste time in much of inquiries. Rustication from the hostel is simple thing. From the college is simple thing. Okay? So live and let live. We are short staffed, but we want to do good work. I've got loads of work to do. So see to it that you do not disturb others. You have got so many things to do. Your batch is lucky. By the end of this year, this building will be totally renovated. In another 2 years, we will have 2 more buildings. So infrastructure wise, we will be much better. Many services, oncology building, etc. will be added. So you will get more exposure to what is happening over here. Dr. Sumed has already told you. Rupees 11 per day. I don't think you'll get anything cheaper than this in today's world. Because anyone who is staying outside, you will know what is the cost of staying outside. At least 1 lakh rupees deposit. Even smallest of room, 15,000 rupees. So that is a huge money. So keep that in mind. Plus, there will not be any security, water problem. Your vehicle might be stolen. All these things are there. You will not have anyone to share notes, company, etc. I'm making you aware about what are the hardships which you will face if you have to stay outside. Time has changed. Number of seats government has been increasing every day. This time also lots of seats, I think, from medical are going vacant. So a few years down the line, you will understand how much fierce the competition would be. So utilize this time, do additional courses, and become a more competent doctor where you will be able to face the world outside, withstand the competition, try to become a researcher. So all those who wish to go abroad will get an extra edge. For all these things, our college and our staff members are very, very supportive. One thing I can 100% assure you is there is no ragging. Because the whole campus is covered with CCTV. Our squads take frequent rounds. Not only squads, I also take rounds. And most importantly, I have informers among yourselves. Many of the batches, rather all the batches, I have got a few students who happen to be my friends, kids, relatives, etc., which you all do not know. But they come and tell me what is happening, who is doing what, where. So you might not be aware about that. The moment you do something, in next half an hour to 1 hour, that information reaches us. So let me caution you on that end. If there is any ragging, now this is for the parent also. You can come to us directly. Confidentiality is always maintained. Yes, there are various ways where you can complain. There is a national helpline where people complain. But if you write your name or something which gives us a clue, we certainly investigate. But many a time they write and do not put any thing to find out. So it becomes difficult. If you want to complain, you can complain directly. We have got complaint boxes over here. You have heads of department. So you come and complain. We will be always there. We do not want such menaces. So this is a national medical college. So the repute also we need to maintain of this institution. Aditi told you about taking guidance from seniors. What guidance? How much guidance is up to you. At least for academics, don't rely on seniors. ये नहीं पढ़ने का कौन है ये पूछेंगे नहीं वाइवा में. All these guidance you don't take. Okay. Regarding to studies, it is from the heads of department, the teachers. For notes, other things, which movies, which restaurants are good. Those guidance you can take from seniors. But academics, from teachers. So wishing you all the very best. First day, itna kafi hai. All the very best to the parents and students. Any parent would like to know anything. कुठल्या पालकाला काय विचारायचं आहे? आम्ही आमच्यातर्फे तर सगळ्या गोष्टी क्लिअर केलेल्या आहेत. कुठल्या स्टुडंटला काय विचारायचं असेल पालकांना, यू आर फ्री. बोला. हॉस्टेल बाबत आपण लेट आलात का? मॅडमनी क्लिअर केलंय. आमचे प्रयत्न आहेतच. गेल्या वर्षापर्यंत हे आलं नव्हतं. सडनली काही फ्लॅट्स जे आहेत त्याचं स्ट्रक्चरली नॉट व्हायबल म्हटलं त्याच्यामुळे ही अडचण आलेली आहे. रिपेअर सुरू आहेत, जर 1 महिन्यात झालं तर 1 महिन्यात देऊ, पण 2 महिने आम्ही सांगितलेलं, 2 महिन्यात काम पूर्ण करण्याचे प्रयत्न. आणि हो, महत्वाचं अर्शद गुलाम सरांनी जे सांगितलंय, संस्थेला विसरायचं नाही. जसं पास झाल्यावर तर अल्युमिनाय असोसिएशनचं मेंबर बनायचं, जसे तुम्ही पालकांना विसरणार नाही आहात आयुष्यभर ज्यांनी तुम्हाला घडवलं, तसेच ही संस्था आज अर्शद गुलाम सर सकाळपासून इथे बसलेले आहेत. वारंवार किमान वर्षातले 10 ते 12 दिवस ज्यावेळी काही कार्यक्रम असे असतात जिथे विद्यार्थ्यांच्या भल्याचं असतं, संस्थेच्या भल्याचं, तर ही मंडळी आपली प्रॅक्टिस सोडून दिवसभर पण इथे येऊन बसते. एवढं डेडिकेशन आहे. आपले हॉस्टेल्स, अॅनाटॉमी हॉल, अशा गोष्टी, तुमच्यातले विद्यार्थी आहेत त्यांना आर्थिक मदत, या सगळ्या गोष्टी हे अल्युमिनाय असोसिएशन करत असतं. त्याच्यामुळे अल्युमिनाय असोसिएशन करता टाळ्या. आणि भविष्यामध्ये तुम्ही हा वारसा पुढे चालवायचा आहे, कारण बाकीची मंडळी रिटायर होत जातात, नवीन लोक आली पाहिजे. आणि दे शुड कम फोर टू ब्रिंग अप द असोसिएशन. आज डॉक्टरांसारखी लोक आपली मुलं जेव्हा परदेशी जातात तिथे सपोर्ट करतात, करोडो रुपये पाठवतात प्रत्येक वर्षी. मी 15 दिवसापूर्वी एक झूम मीटिंग केली. एक आपल्या अल्युमिनाय असोसिएशनचे मेंबर आहेत. ही हॅज टोल्ड ही वॉन्ट्स टू डोनेट 1 crore to the association, 1 crore and that too only for educational purpose. सर, असे दाते आहेत तुमच्यातले पण उद्या असेच दाते व्हावे अशी इच्छा. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Thank you very much, Mohit sir, our team. Dear students, as mentioned by Dr. Arshad sir, that you are privileged as this year we are starting the white coat ceremony, which is symbolic of investiture of all of you, not only to the medical course and to the institution, but to the profession. This ceremony is organized to start a bond with the career and professional choice that you have made, and understand the responsibility that will be endowed upon you once you don the white apron. This is symbolic of healing, hope, and health. You then take your role as a medical student seriously and work sincerely throughout your tenure, absorbing the knowledge like a sponge and developing the attitude of compassion towards your patients. So these aprons have been sponsored by our very own TNMC Global Alumni Association. And I would like to mention Ayushi Pandey's name here. Ayushi, will you please stand up? She's the media secretary from the Gymkhana committee, and she has worked very hard to get these aprons ready for this batch. We thank you, Ayushi. I would now like to request our respected Dean Sir and all the other dignitaries and faculty on the stage to rise for conducting the white coat ceremony. May I also request Dr. Yuvraj Sir and Dr. Neelam Patil ma'am to please come here, because I'll be calling 7 students. So when I call these students, I want the other students to please take out your aprons and keep it with you. Will you please take them out? The 7 students, when you come, you will be handed over the aprons. Take them out of the plastic bag and open them. And all these faculty will help you wear the apron. While the students are wearing the apron here on the stage, the other students are requested to stand up and wear the aprons in your own place. Okay, so I hope everybody has the apron. I'm going to call out the names of these 7 students. Rohit Rathore. Prathamesh Suryavanshi, please take your aprons from the seniors here. Sanskriti Raut. Nivedita Jadhav, please go and stand in front of one faculty each. Premanand Kalwane. Samiksha Badure and Divyanshu Singh. So, Open your aprons, please. Go and stand in front of one faculty each. Open them and yeah, hold them in your hands. Other students, please stand up in your places. And while our faculty, esteemed faculty and dignitaries here are making these students help them wear their aprons, I request you all to wear your aprons in your own place. So can we start with the donning of the apron, sir? Start donning your aprons, please, all of you. Come up. So please note that the Nair logo and the alumni logo are on your apron as these have been sponsored by the Alumni Association. I thank all the dignitaries, but at the same time, I request all the students to please keep standing as we are going to administer the Maharshi Charak Chapat. All of you, please put your hands on your left shoulder, the right hand on your left shoulder, and repeat after me as I take the oath. Oath which I, facing the east, in presence of the holy fire and the learned people, take the oath that during the period of study, I shall live a life of self-control, piety, and discipline. I am submitting myself to my Guru with complete dedicated feeling. I shall act like a son or daughter for his or her welfare and happiness. My action shall be guarded, service-oriented, and free from indiscipline and envy. In my dealings, I shall be patient, obedient, humble, constantly contemplative, and calm. I shall aim my full efforts and ability towards the desired goals of my Guru. As a physician, in order to gain success and fame and earn money, I shall always use my knowledge for the welfare of living mankind. I shall always be ready to help patients, even when I'm extremely busy and tired. I shall not harm any patient for the sake of money or selfish gain, nor shall I entertain a desire for other women or men or wealth. Immorality should not figure even in my thoughts. My dress ought to be decent, yet impressive, and personality, confidence, inspiring. I shall always use sweet, pure, appropriate, pleasant, truthful, beneficial, and polite words, and using my past experience, I shall act keeping in mind the time and the place. I shall constantly endeavor to accomplish the newest development of knowledge. I shall treat a woman only in presence of her husband or a near relative. When examining a patient, my discretion, attention, and senses should be concentrated on the cure of disease. I shall not make propaganda about the confidential matters regarding patients and their family. Though an authority, I shall not display my knowledge or skill egoistically, because by it, even near ones may feel insulted. Thank you. I request you all to please be seated. I now request Dr. Smita Galpade, who's the Associate Professor in the Department of Physiology, to propose a vote of thanks. May I request you all to please remain silent. Please remain silent over there. Do not cause too much noise and confusion because the program is not yet over. So Dr. Smita will propose a vote of thanks to all who have worked behind the scenes to make this event a successful one.
Respected Dean Sir, Dr. Shailesh Murthy Sir, distinguished members, faculty, respected dignitaries on the dais, proud parents, and most importantly, our brilliant new students. It is both a great privilege and profound honor to stand before you today to propose a vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, the induction of newest cohort of the future healers into the esteemed TNMC family. Today is not merely an event. It is a confluence of the dreams. It is a confluence of dedication and the destiny. We begin by expressing our deepest gratitude to the very architects of this institution's excellence. Our foremost and most sincere thanks must go to our visionary leader and guiding force, respected Dean Sir, Dr. Shailesh Moite Sir. Sir, your leadership is the very bedrock upon which TNMC stands as an academic beacon. You are not just an administrator, you are a mentor who epitomes the spirit of transformative education. Sir, you are the embodiment of the great philosopher Aristotle Phronesis. Under your stewardship, we are confident that our students will not only learn the science of medicine, but will also incorporate their heart with compassion, integrity, and unwavering empathy. As Swami Vivekananda powerfully said, arise, awake, and do not stop till our goal is reached. So you personify this spirit for inspiring us to awaken our own potential and providing direction to achieve it. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are equally grateful to our distinguished guests who graced this ceremony with their presence. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammad Sir for sharing their invaluable wisdom and for lightening the path of our newcomers. A sincere thanks to our academic dean, Dr. Lalita Patil ma'am and Dr. Satish Dharab sir for their great sincere efforts. We extend our profound gratitude to our dedicated wardens, UG boys, Dr. Sumesh Sonone sir, Dr. Praveen Dage, Dr. Nivesh Bhutra, and UG girls, Dr. Neelam Patil ma'am, who are unwavering guardians of our students. The anchor that are providing stability and the heart that fosters a true sense of family in this institution. Today, we wish to extend a particular note of gratitude to the pillars of our foundational sciences, heads of departments of anatomy, Dr. Shyam Kishore sir, physiology, Dr. Sonali Pandey ma'am, biochemistry, Dr. Beena Dias ma'am, community medicine, Dr. Rutuja ma'am. You and your teams, they are the architects who will lay the very first stones of our students' medical knowledge. We are deeply indebted to your foundational work. But this day, however, truly belongs to the two groups of the people. The first, the proud parents and their families. Thank you. Your sacrifices and your unwavering belief and your endless support has been the wind behind the wings of these achievers. Today's success is as much yours as it is theirs. And finally, to the stars of this ceremony, our newly admitted MBBS students, you have embarked on the most noble and the demanding journey that one can undertake. Remember the words of the great philosopher Seneca. He has said, luck is what when preparation meets the opportunity. So you have seized this opportunity. Now begins the preparation. So you are not here merely to learn medical knowledge, but also the learn language of humanity. We also extend our gratitude to every individual who has contributed directly or indirectly to the success of this program. The administrative staff, the support personnel, and the countless hands that are working behind the scenes. While this ceremony makes a conclusion, it truly represents a powerful beginning. Let us carry this momentum of ideas and the collaborations forward, transforming today's inspiration into tomorrow's tangible achievements. And together we continue to elevate our collective mission of service to humanity. And lastly, I would like to conclude with the blessings and the message of the world's great leader, Mahakarunik Samyak Sambuddha, Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam. Sarvanche Kalyan ho, Sarvanche Mangal ho. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Smita. Remember one thing, students, that any stones that come in your path, you can either build a wall or you can make a bridge and turn them into milestones. So जो सफर अख्तियार करते हैं वही मंजिलों को पार करते हैं. जो सफर अख्तियार करते हैं वही मंजिलों को पार करते हैं. बस एक बार चलने का हौसला रखिए. ऐसे मुसाफिर के लिए तो रास्ते भी इंतजार करते हैं. So the corridors of Nair are waiting to echo with your footsteps and your chatter, and we welcome you with open arms and open hearts here in Nair. And this is a tradition which will continue, you will see, in the next 5.5 years in all our academic and our cultural fests. We foster this spirit of Nair, and it will be echoed in this classroom as when I say, give me a T, give me an N. So you are going to give me all that. And I invite the students here so that we can have and cherish the spirit of Nair and let it rebound and echo in this classroom and beyond this. So give me a T, give me an N, give me an M, give me a C. What do we get? N, M, C, T. I want the noise to come for you also. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? And the most famous and the one which is close to everybody's house. Okay. Give me a T. Give me an N. Give me an N. Give me a C. What it makes? T, N, N, C, T, N. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? That's it. So now
The one which I said, which is close to everybody's heart. Nobody understands the meaning of it. I don't know whether Arshad sir will be able to explain it, but it is coming from all the way so many years ago. Yalla kapal naad kapal. 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 I want hayyo from you. Come on. Please. Yalla kapal naad kapal. Yalla kapal naad kapal. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we come to the end of this ceremony and I request the students to please be seated. The dignitaries will be leaving first, so please wait for them. And the parents can also leave. Our Dr. Uttara is going to address the parents and the parents who are the parents of newly admitted students, boys hostels. He wants to give some information. And yes, thank you, sir. You're waiting.